Welcome back to the channel. Today's video exposes a clear case of police misconduct, and one officer involved has already been fired and arrested. But once you see this footage, the real question becomes, who abused their power more, the female officer or her male partner?
Yeah, some folks coming in and out of the MI6 building. This guy, he works in there. Sending people back round this way. We've done this before and they sent people round the other side, and I went that way as well, and they didn't take too kindly to us. Gonna have a wee gander. And they go in this way, I'm sure. Yeah, this is the way. This one's the one that follows me about. Let's see if we can get documented evidence of the surveillance.
The video opens with a calculated calm, but make no mistake, this is a loaded setup. The auditor announces his location, MI6 headquarters, one of the most sensitive buildings in the UK. Instantly, the stakes are high. This isn't random filming. It's deliberate, informed, and intentional. As he explains his return and past experiences, viewers are pulled into an uneasy anticipation. This isn't his first time here, and history suggests the response won't be quiet. From the very beginning, the question hangs in the air. How will authorities react this time?
The thing is, you kind of don't need to follow me around with the cameras. Just to leave them all stationary in certain directions, and they will. This one's red as well. Let's set up camp. I don't think they're going to phone the police this time, guys, but time will tell. We've got the little duck lockers behind the door. Sorry, my love. I've got some tourists. Some tourists taking photographs. Spying on me! Oh no! Need a bin, a pretty empty can of drink, and I need to get rid. The big bus is off. Oh, look where it's hiding, lurking behind the big bus. The big police car. Buggery. Try to sneak up on me. Normally just park up anywhere about here, and I've seen them park up in the middle of the road, and seen in the middle of the road on the other side of the road, and they pull across and make grief. So I've got some more police cars coming. There's police cars, ambulances. There's police cars are coming here. Fucking team-handed, blue lights. What's the emergency? What is the emergency? They're going to have to come up here anyway. See what the emergency is.
Subtle tension turns into visible suspicion. The auditor notices surveillance cameras actively following his movement, not static security, but tracking behavior. Instead of reacting emotionally, he documents everything. Calm. Precise. Then comes the shift. Police vehicles begin arriving. Blue lights. Multiple units. What started as quiet observation now feels like an emergency response. The imbalance becomes obvious. A man filming in public, met with escalating force. The atmosphere tightens.
Yes, sir.
Hi, you alright?
How you doing? Alright.
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank
Oh,
you.
a lot of yous today. What's going on? What's the emergency?
We've just come to see what you've been up to.
What I've been up to?
Yeah.
Is that an emergency?
Well, you know you're not supposed to be filming up.
Pardon?
You're not supposed to be
Turn on the
filming.
body warmth.
Oh,
so I was recording.
yeah, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. What do you mean I'm not allowed to be recording out here? Come on.
So, mate, so if you have a look behind you, there's a
Yeah.
couple of signs obviously saying it's a prohibited place.
Yeah, inside.
The new National Security Act 2023.
Yeah.
So under section 4, you're not allowed to film, so it counts as inspecting a protected place.
And
filming comes under inspection.
Inside
Yeah,
the property.
yeah.
I've not been inside. I've not been inside the property at any point whatsoever.
The cameras have said they've seen you outside.
I've been outside, yeah,
yes.
but I've been filming a lot of things. There's been loads of people taking pictures about here, so not just me. But yeah, I still don't see what warrants the emergency response, though.
It's because it's what it is, you know, obviously where it is, what it is, there's a risk. So if they see people filming outside, say yourselves in multiple cameras,
Right.
potentially filming entrance and exits, they have to shut the place down.
Well, they don't have
Make
to.
sure they do.
Not necessarily. No, that's up to them. It's not like.
But it's
You know what I
because
mean?
of
Like-
you being there, so that is what warrants the emergency.
That's
Yeah.
the way it works.
No, it doesn't. Like, listen, it's a bit over the top. Come on, you know this. You know what I mean? Like,
Obviously, I'm guessing you're like an auditor.
pardon?
I'm guessing, are you an auditor?
You think I'm an auditor?
Yeah.
What's an auditor?
So someone that sort of goes around police buildings or sort of other buildings of interest and sort of try and get police sort of to come and engage with them. Obviously, some
So-
do it for different reasons.
By that definition, then no. No, I'm not
So,
an auditor.
obviously, you don't have
Right.
to tell me. Obviously, you're probably well versed in sort of your rights.
Yes.
Obviously, you don't have to tell me. Are you like filming for anything? Are you like filming for like a program, college?
Yeah,
something like that,
I'm
or you just-
filming for my YouTube channel.
YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And what is your YouTube channel?
But it doesn't really make any difference, does it?
I'm just a bit curious.
It's
Obviously,
interesting.
Yeah, no, I understand. But just it doesn't make any difference, really, does it? Do you guys mind identifying yourself, please?
Yeah. There you go, Davies.
Can you read that, please?
Oh, there it is.
Can you verbalise it? I might not be able to see it.
Easy, Davies.
Casey Davis, sorry, and your number? Sorry again, can you verbalise that for me, please?
1609.
And where are you based out of?
Just down the road in Brixton.
Brixton Police Station.
What's your unit?
Right, okay, and you guys, if you don't mind identifying yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm PC Hopkin, 1616AS, also from Brixton.
Brixton, and yourself, sir.
obviously everything you need is on the show 1148 AS.
And your name?
PC Botway.
And you're also Brixton, right, okay.
Obviously, you don't have to tell us. You probably won't tell us. You might tell us. How long are you going to be here filming for?
How long am I going to be here for?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
filming the building.
I don't know. If I don't want to lie to you and give you false information, you know.
Not
Like,
lying.
I just don't understand. Sorry, to hark back how I started this conversation with you guys. Like, what necessitated the emergency response? What was the call? Like,
So obviously we can't go in and out and like everything we've been told.
I understand,
Obviously-
yeah.
Obviously, filming and taking pictures in itself isn't sort of a bad thing or suspicious.
Hold on a minute.
Obviously,
He's
what-
pointed to that and said that I was under threat of arrest a minute ago.
So if you let me finish,
Come on, man,
I'll
let-
like put all the way through. And then
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
So what
Go
I'm
on.
saying is filming and sort of taking pictures. Obviously, it's London. A lot
Yeah.
of people take pictures and photos and all sorts of stuff. Obviously, tourists or just people that live here and just sort of like the architect or like the way buildings are shaped, etc.
Yeah.
The only reason why we're here is because obviously you've been sort of watched on CCTV, sort of filming into it, potentially sort of looking in, trying to see what's behind it and stuff. Which obviously
Okay.
I like, and again, obviously you can sort of film that as well. Just on obviously that's on your record as well for next time.
The confrontation begins. Officers approach and immediately assert authority, claiming the auditor is not allowed to film under the National Security Act 2023. Section 4 is mentioned confidently, but without clarity. The auditor pushes back, not aggressively, but legally. He states clearly, he has not entered the property, breached a boundary, or crossed any restricted area. This is where the first cracks appear. The officers rely on assumptions from security. The auditor relies on facts. This moment marks the start of a legal chess match.
all about sort of prevention, isn't it, as well?
Well, prevention of what? Right.
All sorts of
Well, you know, like, you know, I've got a YouTube channel, yeah. You asked me
Yeah,
if
only
I.
'cause you told me,
You
yeah.
asked me if I was
Obviously,
auditing.
when we're coming,
You asked
obviously
me-
when people are watching
Okay.
CCTV, they can't tell, oh, this guy got a YouTube channel until police
Okay.
come and speak.
But
which
you
is
know
what we're
that.
doing.
But you know that. You
I
know that.
Yeah, only
Your
now,
colleagues know that.
because you've told me that.
Okay.
I can't read minds, unfortunately.
Okay.
I know we're the police,
Yeah.
but we don't know everything.
So-
we can't read minds.
Right. I'm going to need the CAD number for the call.
Yeah, you can get a card.
But I still want to know, like, what was the allegation on the call? Because, like, 2 police cars, 4 police officers, blue lights on for someone recording a building.
So I can explain that because obviously I spoke to security.
Yeah.
They said you're filming over the fence, and at one point you
Over
put
the
it through-
fence?
You put it through, like you travel through the gate to film inside.
No.
So then you want
So,
I can only go on what they tell
so
me.
first and foremost, have you seen how high the fences are here?
I mean, talking about the
So-
security gates, obviously there's gaps in it, and so they've said that you put it through
Through
the gaps.
So you think?
I can only go on what they tell me.
Hold on,
I'm
hold
just
on.
going
Right,
on what they
let's
tell me.
use the power of deduction. Let's see how good your
for it, go for
detective
it.
skills are. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
You think that I was able to fit this phone and this gimbal through the gaps in these fences?
We could take the phone out of the gamble and just stick it through.
What
All
was
I've
he-
heard is
Right,
the
so-
phone filming's gone
okay.
through.
Show me where I could have done that.
Oh, it's through the gates.
Wouldn't it
Show
be?
me.
Oh, you're on the camera.
Yeah, show me where I could have
You
done
can see
that
on the gates, there's gaps because it's one of those gates
Right,
that opens,
okay,
there's the hinges and the gaps.
So,
we're not going to go around
Right.
to film it because that's not
so
right.
what I'm going to tell you is that's a false allegation. So
Okay.
somebody's made a false report to the
You can tell
police,
me that, huh?
which is a criminal offence.
Okay,
So I'm going to ask you to investigate that.
that's fine.
Okay? Because at no
Uh,
point whatsoever did I take my phone and stick it through the fence. No point whatsoever. It's not. There's not even a gap big enough. Now I know you say I could take it off the gimbal and try it on, but come on, man, use common sense. You can see the gaps.
I
So
can
it's
only
not
go on what
that.
they tell me,
Yeah,
Carl.
but
I
it's a
haven't
false
seen you do it,
allegation.
but I can only go on
So
what they tell
are you going to act without fear or favour? You're going to investigate that.
Okay, that's fine, yeah. I need
Appreciate
some
that.
details from you to put on a report. Is that
You don't
all
need my details now.
right? I do, to put on a report. How else am I
I could give you an email address, but you don't need my
I need the
details.
rest of the details. We do.
Well, sorry, my love. I'm well frequented in this, alright? I've done it loads of times. You don't need my details. I could give you an email address. I can supply them at a later date if they're warranted. But at this moment
Do
in
you
time,
need details? Because we'll have to put on the other side of the report, which is you filming and breaching Section 4 National Security Act 2023, which is an offence. So we need the details to investigate it. I'm happy to. There's no necessity for arrest you at this point,
Okay.
but we'll have to investigate it by way of like caution to get invited in for an interview.
So you're gonna
So
caution me?
seconds. No, this time it's a caution plus 3. What happens is you get
Right,
brought in for an
okay.
interview, a caution interview. But I'll need some details from you.
I won't. So if I don't provide those details, what will happen?
Well, then it comes under Code G and you have to be arrested.
Code G?
Code G of PACE.
Code
which
G
is a
of PACE.
necessity for an arrest.
Okay.
Yes.
So under threat of arrest.
It's not threat of arrest.
Well, it is
It's not
because
threat.
so if I don't provide my details, I will be arrested. Is that what you're saying?
It's a council called Code G then, so we can't investigate slow time because we've got no deals for you. If you have to provide your deals, you can even get invited in for an interview, you can give your side there,
Right.
that's fine. Otherwise, if I ain't got a detail, we've got another contacting you, asking you to come in,
So you're going to. So I will be arrested then.
you would be then, yeah.
Right. So under
obviously,
threat of arrest.
there's no threat of arrest.
Well, it is. Listen, you've just said it. Come on, man.
There's no
Like,
threat at all.
right, so
You've
if-
made a threat.
so if I don't provide my details, you're going to arrest me.
Yeah.
So that's a threat of arrest.
That's not a threat of
Yeah,
arrest.
well, if
That
I
is
don't
what, 'cause
provide-
an offence has been committed.
Okay, right. Have you seen any evidence of me?
So we've
sort of
had from the
doing this?
security,
Have you seen any evidence?
Two,
Have you seen any
and then
evidence?
we'll have to collect the evidence, won't we? Because we've got to then speak to our CCTV.
Pardon?
A witness.
Oh, I understand that, but
Obviously,
but
as I said,
I've got the witness that doesn't lie.
Obviously, that's fine. Obviously, if you want to show us the footage that could obviously disprove that, then
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to show
It's
us.
about
You could do it now.
it's about 40 minutes
up
long.
to you.
It's about
You
40.
wanna do it?
What?
Go through the thing.
I don't think I should have to do that though. Like you know, you know I have a YouTube channel. You know I'm an auditor.
I didn't know that, but
So
I've
you
seen you
you,
talking to.
you know I am an auditor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your colleague has a slightly skewed understanding of what auditing is, but he wasn't far off the mark. So that's how you've messed up. If you do proceed to try and obtain my details,
Mm.
which I will provide under threat of arrest, I will provide it because I don't want to get arrested for
I
it.
understand.
But you will all be liable to an IOPC investigation,
I completely understand.
and the Metropolitan Police will be liable to another civil claim against them
I understand.
for misusing legislation.
I understand.
All right, because you know exactly what I'm doing here. There's no ambiguity.
Mm.
He knows exactly what I'm doing here. I've clearly stated what I'm doing here, and you still think that somehow that's you have grounds to obtain my details
Mm.
under threat of arrest.
Yeah, as I've said, an offence has been committed. Like I said, part of the evidence is the witnesses.
Have you got their details?
I've got their details.
Yeah.
No, not
Why
all
not?
the time. Because we have to go through what's called ranger control. which is a separate unit, because you can't speak to them directly.
Right, so I'm making an allegation. They've made a false police report.
Right, okay.
So if you're going to act without fear or favour, you're going to stand on your oath today.
That's fine.
Then I would suggest you go and get their details and,
can do that.
sort of say to them that if they don't provide those details, they'll be arrested, and they should be brought in for an interview under caution.
That's okay.
The tension spikes sharply. Officers now demand personal details, and when questioned why, the answer becomes chillingly clear. Failure to comply will result in arrest. The auditor calls it out instantly. He exposes the contradiction on camera, claiming no offense has been proven, yet arrest is being used as leverage. The phrase "not a threat" is repeated, while arrest procedures are explained in detail. At this point, the encounter transforms from misunderstanding to coercion, and the power imbalance is undeniable.
Want to make counter allegation, that's completely fine. Also, we'll need your details for both allegations, for the counter and this one. You happy to provide them? I know you want a CAN number, I can get that for you now.
Why did you? The thing is, right? Why did you only mention it after I says I was going to make a counter allegation against the security? So there was no talk of providing details or anything like that until.
So what happened is I went to go speak to them when I went off, and then explain what's happened, and obviously mention the thing about it going through the gate, being filming the entrances. So that's.
Do you mind showing me, like, because honestly, look, you just take a walk along there. They're all pretty much the same.
Rather than not go back because they were filming the entrance
Well,
again out.
well, I
and
think
then
it's
you're doing it.
pertinent to your
I
investigation.
don't want to walk you towards it and you start committing an offence again.
No, don't be
Because
silly.
then you
Come
film it,
on.
you know what I mean? Because you're
Like-
going to film it as we go past it. I'd rather not.
Well, I can film it from a public place. So the issue is whether or not I've. The issue is whether or not I've breached the boundary, which then would SOCPA would apply, and your National Security Act 2023 would apply. That's the question as well. Not I've breached the boundary.
It's not breaching. It's not about breaching boundary. It's
Well, it is. Amount of
inspecting. So taking videos and photographs comes under inspecting.
Right. Okay.
that
Do you
makes
know
sense.
much about this legislation?
A little bit, only like the working.
A little bit, but you threaten me.
I'm not a lawyer.
But you threaten me. You're not a lawyer exactly.
No.
But you threaten me with arrest for not providing my details
I don't know
under the guise of that
cases,
piece of
things like
legislation.
that, but I know the legislation.
Right. Use all
I'm happy
PCs
to-
here.
oh.
Use all PCs here.
PC, yeah.
Yeah. Can I get a sergeant here?
So I'm going to get. So I'm going to be realistic. You won't be able to get a sergeant in. Obviously, if you've
Right.
got any complaints or anything, you're more than welcome.
But he's a trying to. He's a threat.
Because you asked me a question and then you sort of cut me off halfway through.
Well, I can talk if I want.
You can, but then don't ask me a question then.
All right. Well, be quiet. I'll ask someone else then. Yeah.
No way.
Can you get a supervisor here?
So, like my colleague said, we're not going to be able to get a supervisor down here.
Okay. Why not?
Because this kind of call doesn't warrant a supervisor.
But yet you can threaten me with arrest to obtain my details under this type of call. That's a bit steep.
It still doesn't warrant a supervisor to come down here. So.
Why not?
Well, talking about arresting you doesn't mean that a supervisor needs to come down here and check that through.
Right, but you're using legislation. Do you know about this piece of legislation?
So I've probably similar to my colleague.
So you don't-
It kind of discusses
So,
that it says this
I wanted to
legislation.
bring the legislation up.
have you got it? No, I don't want. I want you to be familiar with it
I
before
am,
you
but I
use
can
it.
up for you so you
But a
can,
minute ago
you can read
you
it.
said you weren't familiar. I'm familiar with it.
Okay, oh good.
I am familiar with it. That's how I know I've not done anything wrong, and that's how I know you don't have any powers at this moment in time. If you are going to misuse that piece of legislation, that's on you.
It's not misused
You know?
at all.
Well, of course it is.
There's inspecting councils.
Sorry, am I being detained right now?
At this moment in time, if you have to provide your details, I have to do the slow time. If you don't want to provide your details, then obviously, then we would, as we said,
I will provide my details under threat of arrest, but what I'm asking
if you
is,
provide your details under that time.
am I being arrested right
Have a
now?
conversation at this point.
Pardon?
I'm just talking to you at this point.
Am I being detained at this point?
Not at this point, no, we're just talking.
And if I attempt to walk away, I will be arrested.
If you,
Yes.
Yeah, because that would then
Yes.
fall Code because then you'd be prevent escape as well as obtaining your details.
All right. Okay.
As you said, you're happy to provide
Yeah, I'm not doing it
details,
here.
so I'm happy
We'll do it in the privacy of one of your cars, if that's all right.
That's fine, yeah, we can
Because you've got
walk
members of
through
public,
that,
and I don't give out my details
no,
well
yeah,
and
cool. Yeah, no, we'll-
But this is under duress. I am doing it under threat of arrest. Just make that clear, and I guarantee you are going to regret this 100%. You are making a massive mistake.
It's fine.
Okay.
I understand. If you would want to,
But come on.
the nearest car or whatever, and then we'll grab the details there.
Unbelievable. Who's got a flat tyre?
Oh,
Who's driving on that?
Oh, that's
Whose car is that?
it's fine when I set off. So it's just
No, I'm
come
sure
down.
it was. Of course it was. Did you do all your inspections? What happened? What happened to your car?
Oh, well, I must have fucked you on the way.
You must have popped it on the way. That sounds like an admission of careless driving to me.
I'm not careless driving.
I don't think you're. What happened to your tyre, first and foremost?
I checked it this morning.
Are you driving on the road illegally at this moment in time?
No, as I said, I checked it this morning as part of my DI in the car, and it was fine.
So what happened to it?
Come on, if you wanna.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I just found it like you did.
So careless driving then?
No careless driving whatsoever. As I pulled up,
Dri-
it was fine.
Get on with this.
Driving without due care and attention?
No,
How
definitely
can you not know you've popped your tyre?
As well, because it just popped now when we drove off.
It popped now when you drove off.
No, I didn't say pop now. I said when we drove off. As we've been driving, there's been no issues with it. And when I did the checks in the morning,
Looks a bit baldy, to be honest. Do you mind? Have a look. That is the taxpayer's car after all. Well, I don't know about that, mate. That looks a bit dodgy, you know. That's driving without due care attention or something like that. But how can you not know you popped your tyre? Like, did you not feel it pull when you're driving?
As I say, it was fine when I was driving.
Sure.
But we're going around in circles.
You know, if you're involved in a collision, you have to go a mandatory breathalyzer test. You know that? Have you been drinking today?
Me?
Yeah. Can I see your license, proof of insurance, and MOT certificate, please?
Definitely not.
Right, anyway.
Where's the aircon?
Can I jump in the front if that's alright?
The front? Oh,
Yeah.
Make sure there's,
Yeah, just I don't like being cooped up in the back.
Yeah, no. I've just seen these just a little bit scared.
Unreal. Nah. I mean, you can't drive away with me in the back then,
No,
huh?
I got it.
Not a flat tyre, yeah, that's it. Alright, oh my. Alright, guys, well.
Do you want the door closed, or?
Yeah, well, just in case a car hits it.
Yeah, no.
You know what? I'm going to need my glasses.
Can I borrow mine?
Are they prescription?
Yeah.
Can you pass them to me? They're just on the side there.
Where are they?
Thank you.
In here?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's them. Jeez. It's a Specsavers case. Oh, no, it's not. Looks like a Specsavers case. Get the posh ones. So I am doing this under duress. I'm giving you the bare minimum just to make that absolutely clear. Under threat of arrest. These are messed up, you know that. Come on.
To avoid unlawful detention, the auditor complies, but only under protest. He makes it crystal clear. This is not voluntary. This is compliance under threat of arrest. Every word is documented. Then, unexpectedly, the scene turns almost surreal. A police vehicle suffers a flat tire. The authority that moments ago felt overwhelming suddenly looks fragile. The seriousness of the situation collapses into irony, and the visual speaks louder than words.
What's your name?
1 second.
So you're asking if there's any, we don't have any on today.
I just ask that you don't repeat my details back at me, please.
Oh, that's fine.
That's alright.
How do you spell that?
I can write it down for you if that helps.
Yeah.
Is that okay? 1 second. Oh. Just because I don't, it's not going to make it on the.
Just wait, I'll take the details.
Can I hold that for you?
Oh, I've got it. It's alright.
Yep.
You happy with that? Alright, what's your name again? Sorry?
Davies.
PC Davies.
PC
Alright, thanks. You guys don't have a bin, do you?
Well, there's
Talking about this can for ages, so excuse me. Let me just make sure I don't get your door taken off. Alright, gentlemen. Listen, yous have messed up, man. Come on, like, you know you shouldn't be doing this. Yous are misusing the legislation. I will have a complaint off yous for that, and I will have a civil claim off yous for that. Because yous have threatened me with arrest for something you've got no grounds for.
I haven't said
Alright,
anything.
so, well, I suggest you wind your necks in, get in your cars and jog on, do one.
So that's not really nice, then.
It's not very
If I
nice.
said that to you, you would be quite upset, innit? If I told you to jog on.
Well, you're a public servant, I'm not.
Doesn't matter.
Okay?
I'm a human
Yous have
being, mate.
yous have misused the legislation to obtain my
Doesn't matter.
details.
You can't-
Okay?
you-
I don't care. Your feelings aren't my priority at this moment in time, my friend.
Vice versa, then.
So, get in the car and do one. See you later, you're dismissed. Bye.
Obviously,
Bye. You're dismissed.
you're more than welcome
Bye.
to sort of stay in the area.
I'll do whatever I feel like doing.
Try not to commit any more offences by obviously putting your
Oh,
camera.
hold on. You just jumped to conclusions. You just says don't commit any more offences.
Or suspect
So,
offences.
no, you've just made another massive
It's up to you.
mistake.
It's up to you the way you
do
try
not
and
commit
interpret it.
any more offences. So that's the insinuation I've already committed an offence. You haven't done any investigation whatsoever, have you?
We have.
So how would you know that?
I'm not gonna go. We're
What's
done
this,
now.
what
We're
camera
done now.
footage have
We're
you
done
seen?
now. Thank you
Exactly,
very
you're dismissed. Jog on, little boy. Bye. Bye. See you later. Absolute carry on. Anyway, I'll film MI6 again. And what they're going to do? Look at that lovely building. Beautiful architecture. Who's he on the photo? AA. The RAC. Green flag. I don't know who this guy is. What for MI6? James Bond wannabe. Who knows? Is he with you? He's with you. You're a police officer? So what are you doing with the police in this capacity, if you don't mind me asking? Who is he if he's with you guys?
He's a member of the public, doesn't have to speak to you.
But he said he was with, he said that he was with you guys.
He's a member of the public, though, he doesn't have to speak to you.
Well, he doesn't have to. Of course he doesn't. You know what I mean, just asking the question. Plus nobody was speaking to you. So you were told to wind your neck in. So get it wound back in.
Right. So you got coverage, name called Road, not sure if you got a comment on at all. Yes, you should see your vehicles
And then let's go for a wander. A bad smell about here. Sure they're going to follow me first and foremost, guys. That's what I'm testing. The waters. Unbelievable, guys. So listen, I know a lot of you guys were probably going to say, oh, I should have just caved. I should have just stood firm and took the hit. But they've said everything that they needed to say. All those, are you an auditor?
With control slipping, the officers disengage. The auditor doesn't. He flips the narrative, announcing complaints, civil action, and misuse of legislation. The confidence that fueled the arrest threat is gone. The officers retreat, offering warnings instead of commands. The dynamic has reversed completely. The man once pressured now stands unchallenged, still filming, still lawful.
They've clearly not done any investigation whatsoever. And let's see what these clowns are going to do. I do need a bin now. Things doing my hair. Look, they're taking photographs. Look. I'm going to make an allegation. Grass up those two lasses. He's driving with that flat tyre. What's he doing? I'm driving on that flat tyre. Hey, I fell over. That's a bad one. He's clipped. I wonder if he done it on the curb when he parked. It's a bad one, that, you know. Feel one blow the tyre out. Check the other wheels are in decent condition. Yeah, it's just that one. We're done here, yeah. We finished here, yeah? Good to go? Alright, gonna ignore me now. That's so rude, man. Anywho, onwards and upwards. They're fishing, guys. That's exactly what they're doing. They are definitely fishing. Who's waiting on? Who's waiting on?
This car.
Takes
This car needs to get fixed, isn't it?
Really? 4 of yous for that?
Well, we're about to head off now.
Is it right? Okay. Yeah. Alright. They're jogging off. Surprised they don't carry spare tyres, like getting back to the station at least. Yeah, I don't know who he is. Member of the public on a drive along. He's obviously doing some training or something, who knows. Yes, mate, that's how it's done. Nah, I'm gonna leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been MI6 again. What an absolute carry on. These police officers seriously just can't help themselves. It's just, I don't know why they feel the need to deal with things in this manner. It's absolutely preposterous. Absolutely preposterous. But it is what it is. I believe I now have grounds for a complaint and a civil claim against the police. They believe they now have grounds to bring me in for questioning under caution. That's up to them. If they want to do that, they could do that. But yeah, like, I very much doubt I will be invited in for questioning under caution. I'm not worried about it. And if it does, it'll make another good video, so I'll get some more content out of it. But I am leaving it there. If you have enjoyed this video, guys, please like it, feel free to share it. Don't forget to pop down, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram or TikTok. You've been watching Laughing Auditor. That was MI6 again, and you clearly haven't learned a lesson. I'm off. Oh, look, I think that police following me. Is that those officers from earlier? I think it is, you know. I think it is the other colleagues. See when they drive by. Let's see. Yeah, they're hanging about. They're hanging about. Anywho, let's head round to ICA. Alright folks, see you all very soon. Take care.
The video closes with reflection and final judgment. The auditor breaks down what viewers just witnessed. No evidence, no investigation, only assumptions and intimidation. Despite the pressure, he walks away free, proving one undeniable truth. Knowledge of the law neutralizes authority when it's misused. The final shots linger on MI6 once more, unchanged, imposing, and silent, while the message echoes loud and clear. Today, the law won.